Is going after the Hawks, Dejounte Murray, maybe even Clint Capella. Also talk of them taking a big man at 17 in the first round of tomorrow night's draft or pursuing Jonas Valanciunas in free agency. Warriors say they want Klay Thompson back, but negotiations have stalled. And, of course, Klay's father is a longtime Lakers broadcaster and former Laker, so Klay to the Lakers remains a possibility. Golden State has until Friday to pick up Chris Paul's option on a $30 million non-guaranteed salary for next season or waive him so he could be a possibility for the Lakers, given, of course, his friendship with LeBron. So, Keyshawn, what would you like to see your Lakers do?
It's a wish list? Is that what it is?
Within the realm of possibility, please.
No, I get it, but I'm just thinking...
Don't say Jaylen Brown.
No, I'm talking about the wish list of the players that Skip mentioned.
Okay.
So, because you got to start thinking about the money aspect of it, right, in the contracts. I don't know that CP3 fits based on money, right? Because he's getting $30 million potentially from Golden State, and you got that. Then Klay, I would like Klay because LeBron has had success with guys that are shooters, and people are acting as though Klay is like a bum now, which is crazy to me. They like acting like he can't play basketball. Dude, what did he average last year? 18? Something like that?
Yeah.
Like, come on, he was, whatever, because he got benched. But the intriguing one for me is the Dejounte Murray, Clint Capella combination, right? If we can grab that and bring that, and Rui, and D'Lo, and Gabe Vincent.
And Austin Reeves.
If Austin Reeves is in the mix,
yeah.
See you later. Okay, because just those two alone combined what they did in Atlanta, every category with the other guys, although, Gabe Vincent was hurt a lot and all that, you just look at combined, they averaged 34 a game, rebounds 16, assists. They shot 49% from the field. All their numbers is better than all those other guys, okay? And that smells like enough for me to be able to get us over the hump. It really does. Now, can we add a Klay? I don't know. And then the money. What's the money? What's the money? What is he looking for?
He's looking for years.
But it's got to be money attached to it, too.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying, Rachel?
Yeah.
At the end, I like the Dejounte Murray, Clint Capella. I like that. I like it a lot.
The Lakers absolutely have to take the key role player approach as opposed to the third big star approach. That will determine a lot of their success with this roster. Because a guy like Trae Young, another Atlanta player who'd been rumored to go there, that is such a big salary that you are skimping on the other positions. And under the new collective bargaining agreement, you're much more hamstrung about getting rid of guys with big salaries like that. And the whole three big stars, not much else model didn't work in Phoenix this year. I wouldn't expect it to work in LA. So they have to take the key role player approach. I'm not talking about guys, who never play. I'm talking about the guys who make up a championship team. Is Dejounte Murray, Clint Capella, are those the two guys that you want? Are they the best available for the Lakers if they take that approach? That's what the front office has to evaluate. Dejounte Murray, 100% in a lot of ways. He's an upgrade from D'Angelo Russell. He played a lot. Clint Capella played a lot. That'll be good for Anthony Davis. However, when you look at the numbers about Dejounte, look, averaged 22 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.5 steals, played 36 minutes a game, shot 45.9, 46% from the field, which is great. The number that you're going to have a problem with is the three-point number, right? He was 36% from beyond three. And this just comes into, and D'Lo's a better three-point shooter, this just comes into what kind of game does JJ Redick want to play? And if he installs a system that favors the three-point over anyone else, and he has a mid-range specialist coming in, that is going to be a point of conflict. So it's a little bit about how are they going to match the player to the system, to who the best is available. But to me, they have to go this route. If they go the star route, it will be a huge mistake.
But, Skip, is Dejounte Murray's 36% because Trae Young dribble, and here you go, now all of a sudden I got 2 seconds to shoot it? No, but I'm just saying,
Yes. So help me out. Why would Atlanta trade Dejounte and not Trae? Like what? Isn't it an either or between those two? Haven't we arrived at that impasse in Atlanta where it's time to... Okay, trade them both?
I said they might want to.
They need to, for Atlanta to trade Trae Young, they need to find someone who wants to take on that salary.
I wouldn't. That's just me.
Well, you're not the only one who feels that way.
Okay, but Dejounte, to me, is way more valuable as a basketball player than Trae Young is. He's 6'5", Trae's, I don't know, you say he's...
I thought he was tall to me.
6'1" or something, whatever. I think he's 6 feet tall, but whatever. I'll take 6'5", and I'll take the steals, and I'll take the savvy and the toughness, and he's really good. He's another guy. I don't know how San Antonio let him or Derek White go. That's just me, but whatever. So if you could get him, that's fine. If you could get a package with Capella, but they're going to want a whole lot. They're going to gut you. They're going to gut whatever you got.
I can give you Gabe Vincent, D'Lo, and Rui and some picks. Man, go bye.
Okay, but they're going to want more than that. They're going to want
Austin Reeves.
Yeah, they're going to want Austin Reeves.
They specifically asked for, when the two sides talked about this deal a few months ago, they said Austin Reeves, and that was the breaking point for the Lakers.
Okay, so if you look at other avenues, like Valanciunas, if he's available, I don't know what kind of money he's going to command. I've always liked him a lot, and if he could give you 15, 18 minutes, he's 6'11", and they list him at 265. He looks like he weighs 300 to me in a good way, because in the first round of the playoffs, he bullied Chet Holmgren, and yet Oklahoma City swept them, but he averaged 15 and 11, and they could not stop him when they really needed to stop him, and yet they still won because they're just better than New Orleans. Okay, so if he were available, I would take him even over Capella as your back. You keep saying we need that other big, that big to back up.
Yeah.
Even though Jackson Hayes had his moments, he's just a little wacky and kind of inconsistent. And Jackson Hayes, you're done with him?
No, but that ain't we. No, man, we need better than that.
Yeah. Okay, but he is really athletic. I mean, he has his moments where I think.
But we don't have time to wait for that athleticism to kick in.
Isn't he 7 feet tall? He looks like he is. Plays that. Okay, so you want Dejounte, and so it's like Laker entitlement. Just snap your fingers and say, "Come on over here. We got it."
He's a clutch client. What do you think?
There you go. Maybe
working it, baby.
All right. Okay. So you're gonna have like 4 starters next year. You won't even be able to afford the 5th spot, right?
He removes that, then there's going to be
See, I don't think LeBron's ever going to remove that.
He might not.
And the reason LeBron's never going to remove that, because this is really, truly the first time, and I may be wrong, and correct me if I'm wrong, Rachel, that we view this as a LeBron James hire. This is the first time. We always view the fires as LeBron's, but this is the first time. And the reason I say this is because of the age, on top of them having a podcast together. And much like you mentioned, Skip, if there was no podcast, there would probably be no JJ Redick. So this is really like even though they say, hey, and talk to him about the job, sure. Beforehand, or LeBron has nothing to do with it, okay, sure. That's fine.
That tune changed a little bit yesterday, too.
But you know how I get it. But this is the first time, Skip, that we've really seen LeBron this close to a head coach. This close.
Yeah.
Right? It's the first time.
Okay. So I've mentioned this before, but we had Byron Scott. You had him on your podcast, but he sat in Rachel's seat, and he said, a little bittersweetly, because he did not like what had happened to Darvin Ham, he just said, LeBron should be the coach. He should be the player coach. This is about as close as you can get to that to me, because I do now consider LeBron the associate head coach or the co-head coach, however you want to look at it, because they do have a rapport and a line of communication that is going to be very rare between a first-time head coach and a superstar player. And I do think they can communicate, and that LeBron can be his guide. And LeBron can tell him pre and post game this, that, and the other, critique it a little bit and suggest things that JJ will then implement at the highest level, because JJ's IQ is at the highest level and is in the ballpark with LeBron's. So I actually like that. But again, you're talking about your position coach, your receiver coach, and I get that. But your receiver coach can play more good cop for you. There has to be a bad cop in this equation, and that's where the head